All right, welcome to Board and Barrel After Hours. We are going to finish playing this game.
Heck yes, no time limit now.
That's right. We have all the time we want.
Tell me about this crucifix.
Other than the fact that every time we scan something, we lose 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, in the game, but I mean,
Yeah.
at least in the real world.
In the real world,
we have time
yeah.
now. Yeah, like, I can go get a drink now, and that's okay.
You can.
No.
Another one.
There might.
I think I took the last one. I'm not
No,
sure.
you got 4, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, there should be one more.
There might
you
be
want
one
one
more. I think that's it. Because Eric had one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want the last one? I'll have the other one.
No, you take the last
Will you
one.
grab me a cider while you're in there,
Yes.
sir?
Which one? Which one?
Pineapple or the guava, whatever.
All right. Where did you? Oh, fine. Come in.
Ah, I see it.
I think you need to speak with the abbot. The monk lets you inside, leads you to the abbot's
Why
chamber.
did he let us inside?
Because
What
I asked him
happened?
about the cross.
Oh,
He's
nice.
like, oh, come in. Fix
All
it.
right.
Fix it.
See, look at him sweet talking our way in this.
Good job. Good job, Eric.
Who wants to be the abbot?
I will, sweetie, to keep the phone plugged in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle's all voices
No
now?
more voice acting for you two fucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank God.
Welcome to the estate, my friend. What may a humble servant of our Lord and Savior do for you?
What do you know about a dead body?
Dead
Yeah,
bodies.
what do you know about this dead guy?
Is he in heaven?
Yes, I hired this young man to do some very special work for me. The chronicle of our abbey was lost, but a skilled man like Antoine could make a replica. The news about his sudden death is most horrific. God watch over his soul. But I can't really help you solve this mystery. I never spoke with Antoine, but instead delegated everything to the faithful brother Timothée Chalamet. I only offered my cross as part of the scribe's payment.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
What about wine, huh?
Yeah, what do you know about wine? That's the wine produced at our abbey. It's one of the finest in all of Burgundy. We provide it only to the royal court and noble houses.
Ask him about the wicked man.
Yeah, you know anything about this dude? I'm afraid that's no one I'm acquainted with.
Ask him about that guy.
This guy?
Yeah. They fight. So he might tell us.
Hubert de Clairefontaine. He's a good servant to our king, but proud and relentless. He may have helped fight the English plague in our lands, but he also took what was not rightfully his. God will judge his actions. For now, though, the royal court will judge our dispute. In the end, the lands should, of course, belong to the abbey.
Okay. Okay.
We're still trying to get that password, aren't we?
Yep.
Go back to talking to the kid.
Sure.
The young.
He was in charge of the
Young
fucking
guy.
shit.
Yeah. Is there anything I can help you with?
Did you ask him about the wine already?
I don't think so. When you ask about the wine, Timothy Chalamet makes an excuse and speaks to you in private. You see, when I was looking for a good scribe, I had to offer something in return to the innkeeper. A shipment of the finest Burgundy from our abbey seemed perfect, but I put her in touch with our wine vendor, and she introduced me to Anton. The thing is, the abbot doesn't know about the deal, and I'd rather keep it that way. The kind of wine isn't usually sold to anyone other than the royal court or the noble houses, but I think it's a small price for acquiring the service of a skilled artisan.
Did you already ask him about this dude?
Nope.
Yeah, what's this
'Cause
dude's
as soon as
deal with this?
I'm not aware of that person.
Nobody knows him.
He's a liar. We know he knows that person.
Well, or he's a gang leader, right? So
Yeah.
like people might be afraid to talk about
Lord
it.
Hubert is a powerful figure in the court. During the last skirmish with the English, he was able to reclaim the abbey's land that had fallen into English hands. At least he does until the proof of our strong... yeah, so everything we already know. Well, we do know that This guy is actively beating his wife now.
You should probably go check
Oh, right.
that out.
Maybe we should go deal
Yeah,
with
we
that.
might want to go and help that out a little bit.
Wait, was it there? I thought
Yes.
it was... Okay.
Eric knows.
When you visit the old tenement house, a householder informs you that there has been a fight recently. I don't remember who the old man was. A guard came and
The drunk guy was him, and I was Pierre.
Okay.
A guard came, I heard fighting, and a man living in the apartment ran away. See for yourself. But keep an eye on that dog. I don't need a bigger mess.
Calm
Wow.
down with your judgment of our dog.
You can speak with him or investigate the apartment.
Let's investigate the apartment.
Yeah.
Let's do that. With 9%
Check
battery.
it out. Keep it
I have
plugged in.
a portable charger in my car if you want me to go grab it.
No, keep it plugged in and just move the cable around. I mean, we gotta have it plugged in. To
No, I know
something,
it'll be
so-
plugged in. It'll be
Just like all in one
yeah,
thing?
Yeah, exactly. If you want it.
It's not a bad idea. Let's search. Let's do this. Let's do this. Here we go. Here we go. Hot. Stool. Whatever that is. What is that? Cup. Blood.
Ooh.
A melee weapon.
Ooh.
A bottle of that wine.
More wine.
Broken barrel.
This was a big fight.
Door.
There's a broken
Yeah.
shelf there. Like that's.
I was going the other way. Wee.
How did they get the wine?
How did they get the wine? That is a really good question.
How did they get the wine?
That's about all I'm seeing. Anybody else want to take a turn looking around? Oh, hey, I should have put that up on the big thing.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh,
Oops. Let's do it again.
just look around again.
Oh, I was wondering why it looked so much bigger last time.
Because I forgot to push a button.
It happens.
What's that? What is that?
A shoe.
That white thing?
Cocaine.
I don't know what that is.
Cocaine.
But that's definitely a melee weapon.
But that-
There's a bottle of wine.
That's a shoe, right? Is that a shoe or is that not a shoe?
I don't see a shoe.
Go down to the right. There. Yeah, right there.
Under the bed?
Oh no, I was saying this thing right here. But
Oh,
it
that's
looks-
like a piece of wood.
Oh, it's just a broken
Yeah,
thing.
it's
I thought
the
it
leg
was-
of that
it's-
single
leg or
see how I
something.
thought it was a shoe, possibly? Yeah, right. Never
Look
mind.
under the bed. Does it look like, was that a leg or is that just a shoe?
That does look like a shoe.
Oh, perfect. Hey, the shoe. But the dog can smell the shoe, right?
Maybe.
Clothing?
Clothing?
Maybe we can track him down. Oh, yeah.
all right. I got
What I saw was not a shoe. but I did see a shoe.
the one.
Worked out.
The ones I think for sure bottle, melee weapon, clothes, and then maybe furniture or tableware.
Cool.
Which one?
And
Bottles.
It's so funny.
A bottle of wine with a seal depicting a crown. It somehow survived the fight completely intact. Refer to card 2 when you want to use the bottle.
Shit. So did we find it?
We found a clue. Put the bottle of wine with a seal. Not that one. The bottle. There you go. In the red. Now we have it.
We have it. That's
so
a
we
good
can
thing.
take it to the merchant.
And this chick.
And yeah, the melee weapon is a good thing to scan.
yeah.
Come on, focus.
I
Focus.
was confused when the tutorial was as complicated as it was, and now I understand
Mm-hmm.
why the tutorial was as complicated.
A simple cudgel lies on the
do all
floor.
the
It's
different
covered with blood.
Yeah.
That is a clue. A melee weapon. Okay, what else? Clothes? Let's
Sure.
see.
Check it out.
A colorful headscarf hangs on a railing. Yeah, we totally saw that.
Yeah, that's what we were looking for.
Yeah,
Among some other
That's-
clothes.
Yeah, not the
You found
shoe.
a clue. Some furniture is damaged or destroyed. Clear signs of a recent fight. No clue.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff.
I don't know about tableware. I
Yeah.
feel like that kind of covers it.
Yeah.
I
So
think.
we can have the dog smell the melee weapon to see if there's a if it can lead us to whoever did this.
Yeah, or the headscarf.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Or the person that was beaten.
Well,
There's
I
no
think
person.
the problem-
there was no person
if
on the
we
floor.
if we do the
No, but
headscarf,
somebody was because it's still.
but if
There's
we
nobody else around.
if we have him smell the melee weapon, he'll trace whoever
the blood.
the blood, which would be the injured person, which is what
Right.
That's
that-
right.
okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, let's try it. Sniff the blood.
Get out of here.
Sniff the blood.
People seeing all my phone's notifications.
Yeah.
There's that bark. The melee weapon.
Yeah.
Percival sniffs the blood on the cudgel, but quickly loses interest. It seems he can't distinguish a single recognizable and strong scent.
Okay. Then
How about the headscarf
Yeah.
then?
Let's try it.
Percival sniffs the headscarf and runs off, his nose to the ground. You follow and arrive at a house near the Chateau de Louvre. F.
Oh shit! Does he run back here?
maybe.
Hi, Paul.
Oh!
Yeah, so we're back at F now.
Yeah.
Inside, you find Gertrude and Jean sitting together by the fire.
Let's talk to Jean.
About the headscarf?
Yeah.
Because it's probably hers.
Oh
Or her husband who beat her?
no!
Yeah.
They were searching for the sheriff has been searching for the book, and he went to the home, and he
He beat the
beat the
fuck out of this
husband.
guy.
yeah
Oh.
Just talk to her about
the blood.
The blood.
yeah the blood, and then maybe her
Who was
husband.
who was voicing her? I forget.
Me.
I think it was him.
probably.
You? Alright.
The woman looks at you. Yes. Skip out. Melee weapon. When the sergeants come, when the sergeant came to find me in the palace, he had a blood-stained club in his hand. I panicked and I ran away. Just like that photo. Tell me about the sergeant. Anton warned me about the sergeant was dangerous. He called me from the palace. Hey, I panicked and ran away. I knew I couldn't get... I think we already knew that. Safe house. Yeah, then she ran here to hide, which I
Okay.
think we knew.
Just 19. Oh, that too.
The headscarf was hers. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
So
So she ran, and then the sergeant came in and beat the crap out of her husband.
I guess
think so.
Yeah.
Can we ask her about
Oh,
him?
actually, look at that! Look at that!
Yes, the husband.
So maybe he's back at the tavern now that we have the wine,
Yeah.
because he's beaten in that picture.
Yes, he drinks a lot and can be quite violent. He changed a lot since we moved to Paris. He doesn't want to leave the city and often argues with my brother about it. When Anton said he wanted to take me away from Paris, Guy beat him. Some night my neighbors disappeared and then returned after a couple of days. I don't know what he does. I'm scared of him sometimes.
Should we ask her about the wine? I don't think she's gonna know anything.
It was in her house.
It was in her house,
We might
yeah.
as well.
One night my husband brought a bottle to our apartment. I don't know where he gets it, but it looks fancy.
This fucking dude.
Maybe he
I feel like
maybe he
did
caught
it.
wind of something that Antoine was into
Yeah.
and started to try and shove him out.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking. Well, wait. Do we have another location to go to after this?
Well, we can go to... If we go here and give her the wine, she might give us the password.
Well,
That's
that
right.
that and the fact that he's probably here,
Yeah.
He probably is.
and we can
Now.
probably talk to him too.
He is the drunk, and this is the bar.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Well, I'm just going off this.
That too.
Town blood fishes.
I like the vision cards. They add a little flavor.
Yeah.
24.
And our dreams are really.
He is there.
You're right, he is
Great.
there.
His face is marked with fresh bruises, and he wears blood-stained shirt.
His ass beat.
All right, let's...
Talk at him. Who was voicing him? Dustin
Dustin
was. Pass it over to Dustin.
Do you want me to go get that thing?
Nah, we'll just go under the table.
I just keep it down. Let's read it off here.
All right,
Oh, there you go.
here we go.
What do you want?
You found a clue. Blood and organs, bruises.
Cool.
We can ask him about it.
Should we ask him about
How'd
the
you get them?
bruises?
Get them bruises.
What are you looking at? The sergeant gave me those, bastard.
Figured as much. Ask him about the wine.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that wine?
When you show him the bottle, he tells you to hide it immediately. Reassured that no one saw it, he starts to explain.
Careful with that, pal. I'll tell you what I know. If you keep quiet, I'm surprised this bottle survived the fight. I sometimes work with Raoul Le Bon, helping with small jobs. The last one was simple, to unload a wagon full of barrels and bottles like this one. I snatched one for myself. It all happened at the cemetery. So you know the password?
He does,
If you want to
yes.
speak with Raoul, use our secret password. Chicken fried honey bun. He'll know what it means, and you can be trusted.
Nice!
Let's go talk to him.
Yeah, anything else we want to ask?
No.
I think we might want to
Didn't
ask
worry
her
about-
about the bottle though before we leave the location.
Well, we know where it came from.
Yeah, because he got it from...
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
He got it from him,
She
and
was-
he stole it from the monks.
Yeah, the monks were going to give it to her, but they stole it first.
Okay.
We could give it to her now, but
Why?
yeah.
I think
we're-
Eric says no.
I think we could probably use it.
Yeah, we could also drink it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's drink some burgundy wine from the 1400s.
All right, let's go to the cemetery.
Yeah. Let's go. Fuck with him.
You arrive at the
Wrong.
cemetery. It's a hub for lowlifes and misfits. You see a group of blah 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 blah.
Password.
Talking to him. This was Paul.
Talk to Paul.
Well.
Raoul.
He's said all this
visits.
once before.
Yeah, we said.
Yeah, we can. I say it again.
Yeah. Cool.
Who's got
And
Password.
Password, eh?
password.
Password is password.
Ah! You're full of surprises. It seems you know a thing or two. Fine, you can pass, but don't make any trouble.
Now that you can explore the cemetery further, you locate the angel statue and find the chronicle hidden behind a loose stone. You take the book.
Oh, we found the book.
We gotta be getting close because we have almost filled the board with stuff,
Yeah.
and we've got every location possible on the table.
There's still a few cards left that they might make sure we use all of them.
Gotta throw it all in for the first fucking mission.
All right, are we asking him anything else? I feel like we needed. We were so concerned about getting into the cemetery.
Ask
now
him
I've
about the
forgotten
body.
why.
Yeah, we can ask him
yeah.
about the body, the sheriff, the fucking this chick.
Yeah.
Like, see what he knows. Ask about this dude.
The scribe is dead? Damn it! He was doing a great job here in the city, the best forger we ever had. I used his skills more than once. He knew where the money was and never missed an opportunity to earn a little on the side. You think we might have killed him? Nah! He was more valuable alive. Believe me, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Ask him about the sheriff.
Yeah, I bet
fuck that sheriff.
I bet the sheriff did it. But Sergeant, whatever.
Sergeant Matthews. People call us thugs, but the real ones are those who claim to be in charge of the city's well-being. He's a bastard, a cheat, and a common sewer rat. Not worth dealing with, no matter what. I hope you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, we can ask him about other stuff, but I don't think he's the guy.
But he might have some
But he
good
might have
info.
information.
Yeah.
Maybe I kind of want to know if he knows anything about this dude.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like maybe he works for him or does jobs for him.
Nah.
We can.
Hey, I don't know everyone in town, right?
Let's see. What else did we have?
So what we know is he was murdered, but he was commissioned by the abbot to make this forgery.
Right.
He was paid in the cross from the abbot.
Right.
And the younger guy was going to pay the tavern owner in wine, but that wine was stolen before it could get to them.
Tie these guys. Do
But-
we ask him about the wine?
Yeah.
I don't think he stole the wine. I think the.
Well, no, he works for
He
him.
works
Oh,
for
right.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll ask him about
Yeah,
that.
they were doing a job to steal the wine.
Raoul looks over his shoulder where a shipment is being unloaded.
Yeah, we might have had something to do with it, but you won't tell anyone about that, right? It was Antoine who tipped me off about the shipment, and I can't refuse. Of course, the scribe took money for the service. He had a good business instincts, if you know what I mean, but how did he know about the shipment? He was writing letters that LOC was sending to some abbey.
Yeah,
Oh, that was the.
yeah, he was writing letters for her. And he told them about that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he told them about the wine.
Do we need to ask him about this guy?
About Gary?
Yeah.
You have to ask about Gary.
Why not?
He was his employee.
Yeah.
No.
Get some dirt.
Not much.
Ah, yes, he works for me from time to time. Dumb but efficient.
Yeah, dumb.
We
Dumb
can
fuck.
ask the sheriff and try and get the sheriff to admit to beating the guy.
Are we thinking that the sheriff killed him?
I think so.
I am.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
The sheriff
It was
seems
a head
like,
wound, and he threatened her with a bloody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
why,
weapon.
and why did he beat him and threaten her and all that stuff?
Because
Because he's trying to get the book.
yeah, they're trying to find
He's
a book.
working
the
for.
book that we have.
him.
He's working for
Yeah, we
that
got
we
that.
now have. Yeah.
Yeah, because
He's working for him to try and get that book.
because
Because
if
that
they
book
get that book is a forgery.
Entitles.
Yeah.
He says it's a forgery. I don't think it is.
It entitles.
I think he's full of shit.
Well, no, it is a
is.
forgery because he said it's a forgery.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
He didn't say it was a forgery. He
This
said it was
guy
a
gave it
replica.
to
Oh
us.
yeah. No.
No, he
Didn't
told
he?
us. We
Oh,
just
he
got
told
it.
us
We
about
just
it,
got
right.
it
He made
now.
us aware of it.
Yeah,
Right,
we
right,
just
right,
got
right.
it at the cemetery.
These two are fighting over land.
Yeah.
He's hiring a bunch of people to get the book. He's hiring a bunch of people to make sure he doesn't get the book. The sergeant. We already know the sergeant beat this guy. Within a.
Well, who
And
should we
we've
bring the
seen
book
him.
to? That's the biggest
That
question.
is a good
The
question.
sergeant or this guy?
No, we
Not that guy.
give it to the abbot.
The abbot.
Oh, the abbot, I'm sorry. That's what
He's the one.
Well, I mean, technically, the courts need the book because that's the whole thing. Is he's going to trial and you need
There's
that
no trials.
documentation.
That's
Do
not
we
how
bring
this
the book home to our brother?
Oh, that's smart.
That's smart.
Have our brother read the book.
Yeah.
He would know what to do.
He might. He might be able to tell us if it's a forgery or not.
And we also have wine we could ask our sister about now, too.
Yeah.
Because didn't she say the bottle would help?
Yeah, she did.
Ask our brother.
No, that was me. I was the monk.
Yeah, yar. Actually, he's our uncle, I guess.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, it's my beloved nephew. Many blessings in your search and shit. I tell you, what do you want to know? Such commissions are not usually given to a scribe working at a private scriptorium. It requires a lot of work and takes months to finish. Only someone wealthy could afford such an endeavor. You found it? Ah, yes. It describes the history and lands of La Bible in Burgundy, the monastery belonging to Abbot Adam de Vogot.
Yeah, we knew that.
Not helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, Uncle Monk.
We could ask her about the wine, but she's just going to tell us what it is.
She said she could do more with it in our possession, so I think
Yeah.
we try. This is you.
Yeah. Yes, this is the wine produced by the monks from the monastery. See the seal? Quite, yeah, we got a seal. A few months ago, the abbot in the monastery came to Paris. It's possible the wine was brought along with his retinue. I'm not sure where he lives, but your uncle or brother might know. But yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
You were right.
They're yeah,
Waste of time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of. I mean, I think I'm pretty. Unless we want to try and confront the sergeant, I don't.
Seems like he would just beat us and leave us, but I don't think he can actually.
He doesn't have the weapon anymore.
Well, let's just go fucking talk to him.
Alright.
Shit.
Sure.
We could also talk to the chef guy. We didn't talk to him much about the sergeant.
We could take the abbot his book first.
Sure. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Thought.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Did the abbot seem like a good guy or like?
I don't trust this dude at
Yeah, no.
all.
This he's got this
So
guy
I
running around beating
I think
people.
enemy
Yeah.
of my enemy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
All right. Who's the monk?
I think that was me.
Yeah. Kyle's all the clear.
The abbot takes the chronicle and flips through the pages. He smiles.
God bless you. It's missing a few pages, but it's a fine work. This book is enough to strengthen our claims in the royal court. You have my eternal gratitude. If, of course, you decide to give it to me when you've solved the case.
Oh, we didn't give it to him. We just told him we had it.
Okay.
Cool.
So we lost video.
We lost the video of that.
Why?
I don't know.
What the? What the what?
What the what is what the what?
What the what?
What the
Yep.
Fixing that. It just closed the
Yeah,
stream
the
mirroring
screen
app.
went white for a second, and then I was like, what happened?
Just closed the app that I was using. Okay.
Nice.
We could try and solve the case. I don't know that the sergeant will admit to anything.
I don't know.
But it doesn't seem like we have enough
I don't.
evidence yet, right?
We could
So the thing
confront-
about this game, you don't have to have hard evidence. You
Oh,
just
okay.
have to know the answers to the questions
the
that they ask you
1400s.
at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to know the answers to the questions they ask you at the end, which I mean, who knows what they're going to be?
Yeah.
And we're using a lot of conjecture. We don't have any. We have nothing that concretely.
We didn't have
answers
anything that
yet.
said that lady concretely sold her or gave her ring away, but
We were pretty
I mean, okay,
damn sure,
so
though.
we have concrete like witness evidence that the sheriff was wielding a giant bloody
We know he is
weapon
involved in
and we
this
know
somehow,
that
for sure.
the dude died via a blunt force blow
So
to
we're
the
pretty
head.
sure we know who killed
Yes.
our guy.
And we know why.
But the murder weapon was actually left when he beat this guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he was investigating, and then he told us that we should leave it to the professionals.
Yes.
He did.
So
and then he went from here to beat the shit out of this guy
I
to find the book.
I think
Yeah.
before we solve it, I think we should go back and talk to the
Yeah.
sheriff. Maybe not even ask him about the book.
Ask
But
him
we
about
we just
the-
told this guy about the book, and we didn't give it to him.
We can ask him about the melee weapon, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'll get him to where
Yeah.
he's got it.
Let's.
Like,
I think that'll be a
confronting
fun
him.
conversation anyway.
Or at least the dude he beat the fuck out of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who was the sergeant? Was that you? I
I
think
one of these two.
I think it was Eric. I don't
He's
remember.
probably Eric.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It was you because you were. Hey, speaking of.
Oh,
No, not
No.
this guy. That was this guy.
Okay.
The sergeant, I think, was you.
Okay.
Because that was all the way back here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You arrive at the palace where you can meet with the lord in his chambers. You can also use the servants' entrance and meet the master of the kitchen, or stay in the courtyard where Sergeant Matthias is talking with the guard. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
Sergeant Matthias.
You again? What do you want? Melee weapon.
What did you do?
What kind of a weapon? The kind of weapon thugs have been using lately. It belongs to the man who attacked me during this investigation.
Confirm about the bruises on Gary.
Who's 24? Oh.
Gary.
That filthy drunk jumped me when I visited the victim's home. I punched him in the face and he ran away as fast as I could catch. Faster than I could.
Yep,
All right.
that's what I was just gonna say.
Oh,
Yep.
shit. It was him.
Yeah, he's full of shit.
Oh, I think he's lying, Ken.
Yeah, he's absolutely
Do you
lying.
think so?
Oh, yeah.
The dead scribe's sister. She ran away from the palace the moment she saw me. Suspicious, right? She's definitely hiding something. She dropped her bag, 30, but it was empty. I left it in the kitchen. Ask the head cook about it.
Yeah, we already took that.
Yeah, he's a lying motherfucker. Because she said that she saw him with the fucking stick. And why would she lie about it?
Yeah.
Does that mean we should bring the book up?
Oh, I don't know.
If we show him,
I'm afraid if we show him the book, he's gonna take it.
Yeah,
That would suck.
yeah.
I mean, can we lose? Is it a game that we can lose?
No, but he could take the book, and then we won't have it.
And then we won't have it, and then we'll lose some bonus points, maybe.
I don't
Not
know though,
having
but
the game.
I'm just. I mean, like, I don't know.
Because that's what he wants.
I'm
in the
honestly
book.
very, very curious to kind of see if they're going to like take it away from us, just because. I mean, but you guys do.
Yeah,
I don't
just
want
from a gaming
Let's just fucking do it.
perspective.
I'm just.
Like,
I'm
I just want to see what happens. Yeah. When the sergeant sees the Chronicles, his eyes open wide. The book. If I were you, I'd give that to the Lord. Otherwise, we make a big mistake. Come, I'll present you to the Lord. He leads you. He'll lead us there if we agree. If we agree to show it to him.
Yeah, we could peace out now
Yeah.
if we wanted to.
If we want to just go try and solve this.
Yeah, fuck this guy. I say we just fucking solve it.
Let's do it.
Fuck it.
Let's see how we did.
Okay.
Let's see if we
Solve
can
the case.
answer
Are
these
you
questions.
sure?
Let's do it.
Who murdered?
I still am curious
18.
if they would have.
Who murdered Antoine? I'm
Taking
pretty
it?
sure it was the
I'm sure.
sergeant.
Yeah, sergeant.
What was the motivation for the
The
crime?
book. Absolutely the
The
book.
book. Yeah.
Where did Anton find
New
side job?
side jobs. This
from
guy.
him.
No, she put him in contact with
Who?
her.
Her?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember.
They did say where though. Would that be there?
He got one job from
No,
her,
I think
though, right?
I think we're scanning a person. I'm not sure.
Because
I don't remember.
fuck it. Who provided the connection with the wine vendor?
Oh, that was him, wasn't it?
No, because he stole the shipment of wine that she didn't get, right?
Oh,
It was the monk.
Eloise.
yeah, the monk. It was this
Was
guy.
it? Yeah, the young
Yeah.
monk.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Who was work?
He was working for him.
Yeah.
Who was gear? Yeah, he
Yeah,
was-
Gary was working
Right.
for him. Gary. Fucking Gary. It's always Gary.
What was the main political adversary for Adam?
The head monk. 15.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, wait,
wait,
no,
that
that
is
is,
him.
that is, yeah, that
Yeah,
guy.
there you go.
Kyle.
Almost scanned himself.
Who, in your opinion, should receive the illustrated book?
Yeah.
I don't trust this dude.
No, not at all.
Okay. You are now certain that Sergeant Mathis killed the scribe. You provide the judge with the murder weapon and the motivation led the killer. His patron rejects him, and he will face trial without the protection of the nobles. Janine is crushed by the sudden death of her brother, decides to abandon her husband and leave Paris for good.
Yeah.
She starts a new life somewhere
Good
else.
for her.
The copied Chronicles in the hands of Adam was able to resolve the book was clear about the claim, and the abbey bestowed to its new land. Okay,
We only missed one question. Which one was it?
the side job one.
Yeah, because it was a location. I think.
16.
16.
16.
Was it a person?
Him. No, we scanned him.
We scanned him.
That was wrong.
Yeah, that was.
Oh.
Because it was either.
Let's go to solution. Let's go to solution. That was the only question
That
we
was
missed.
the only one we missed.
Yeah.
We
Eric was
also
right.
we took an hour and a half longer than we would have needed to get the bonus for time.
That's fine.
But that's not that
An
bad.
hour and a half longer. We've only been playing for an hour and a half.
But it's 5 minutes for every scan. An hour and a half
Oh,
of game
yeah, I
time.
got
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Got it. Okay, cool.
What
That's
was-
not bad.
Not bad at all.
I thought they meant the entire
Okay,
game.
solution. Adam de Vigol, the abbot, needed the forged chronicle
Yeah.
to strengthen his claims to certain lands and win the judicial dispute with Lord Hubert. Sergeant Matthias heard in the tavern about the arrangement between Antoine and brother Timothy Chalamet. Matthias wanted to get the chronicles in his hands and give it to his patron, the Hubert.
Yeah.
His first attempt to take it from the scriptorium was interrupted. The chronicle was nearly finished, missing only a few pages. Antoine, afraid that the sergeant would come again, gave the book to his sister and asked her to hide it. He promised to bring the missing pages the next day, but he never got the chance to write them. The sergeant tried to get the book once more. Antoine wouldn't tell him what happened to the book, and there was a fight. The sergeant used his cudgel, hoping to get answers by force, and an unfortunate blow to the scribe's head proved fatal. The chronicle was nowhere to be found, so the sergeant continued searching, using the investigation as a cover. He targeted Antoine's family, but couldn't find the book. Both Gary and Jean were able to avoid being captured. Ultimately, all the evidence to proves the sergeant's guilt. He now faces trial for murder, and connections in high places won't help him. That didn't tell us the answer to the question we didn't get.
I think maybe because we did a person instead of a place.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it
I
was the
feel like-
tavern.
Can you click on the?
No, there's nothing. I mean, I could probably
I imagine
Google it
it's
or something.
I imagine they want you to like replay it. you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say we solved this case.
Yeah, we
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
We
solved
solved
the
this
fuck
case
out
to
of this.
satisfaction
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, so just gonna give a quick rundown before we start our review here. This is gonna be included in the review, but I want to show everybody. So this was Chronicles of Crime, the Millennium series, 1400 is what we played. There's also 1900 and 2400. The whole Chronicles of Time series here. This is if you've got all three of them and the little, like if you get them all in a box set, which I did because I backed it on Kickstarter when it first came out, you get another set of mysteries that you can
Mix and match.
just run throughout the entire
Whoa.
series of those things.
It's like a Doctor Who where you got to go through the different
I don't
time
know.
periods.
I've
That'd
never
be
done
fun.
it. I've done this mission before, and it's been so long I don't remember it.
Can you imagine
You've done
going
this
back in
specific-
This
time?
mission, and I can't remember it. Yeah,
Whoa.
I didn't remember a thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it helps
to
to
go
have the
back
memory
in
of a
time and
goldfish.
talk to this person's fucking ancestor to find out
Right?
some information
Yeah,
about.
exactly. The original Chronicles of Crime is the one, London's Forensic. We did a DLC mission for that, which was the Alice in Wonderland one that we did with,
that one
with
was fun.
Diva
Yeah.
I like that
a few
one a
months
lot.
ago. There's also an LA Noir, I think it is, 1950s, and Welcome to Redview. I don't have those two.
What's that?
That's I think like step into the shoes of
Monsters
6
of
teenagers living in the charming vacation town of Redview in the 1980s. So there's a ton of versions of Chronicles of Crime. The Millennium series adds some new mechanics that are not present in the original. For 1400, we got the dog and
the dog.
the vision cards.
Yeah, which are really fun.
Those were
Yeah.
new. They also shuffled up like our informants. I'm gonna go ahead and hide the phone now.
Bye, phone.
That's not hiding it. There we go. Our informants, instead of them being a phone call away anywhere we are, we have to go home and talk to them, and there's only 3 of them instead of 4. But we get the dog,
Yeah.
which
It was pretty helpful.
Yeah. I
is
like the
pretty
dog.
damn
Yeah,
useful.
the dog was
It's
great.
a fun little, a fun mechanic to be able to sniff your way to something.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of this one? Paul, I'm going to start with you because you haven't played a Chronicles of Crime game before.
No, it was
What do you-
fun.
what do you think?
It was awesome. It was a lot of fun to like solve the crime and find all the little things and you know and working together to like and then you know just because we're so entertaining with reading all of the things.
Yeah.
I think that everybody should just do voices and pass it around like that. Otherwise, it's not going
It's
to
a
be.
fun way
nearly
to
as
keep
fun.
everybody involved in the narrative. of it.
Absolutely, yeah. Have everybody like get characters or whatever and do the thing, but it and then it kind of becomes a bit more of like a storyline that
Yeah.
you're really interested in finding out, kind of like a single role player game, but
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
like 4 people, but like you know, and using our imagination.
Right, yeah. A little bit of light role play included.
Yeah.
Okay, Dustin, Eric, what do you think about this one compared to original Chronicles of Crime?
I mean, I think this. I didn't expect it was going to do anything different from the last one, but the fact that it does. Like, I like this vision thing because you're like, what you get these cards. You're like, what do any of these mean? And then we're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It starts to help you put pieces together.
It's because all of these characters, like whenever you see it, you're like, oh, every one of these characters is involved, and these are all scenes that oh my gosh,
That unfold like together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
I like how that works really. They do a great job of constructing the mystery because I remember the Alice in Wonderland too. You're like, it comes through all of these twists. It's like the narrative is so much more complicated than you think
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be, and you're like, wow, there's a lot going on.
Yeah. I think the Alice in Wonderland one was a medium difficulty, and
Yeah.
this was easy, I think.
Yeah, in the Alice in Wonderland, I remember we found a chimp, and we're like, oh, the chimp like murdered somebody.
Yeah.
the chimp murdered somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
because
a crazy
there was
fucking
also
case.
some Peter Pan stuff worked
That
into
sounds
it.
Yeah,
awesome.
it was like a drugged up chimp had murdered somebody because it hurt the Alice.
Yeah. I think the vision cards are a cool addition too because like this feels like a little bit of added justification for the board game part
Yeah.
of it because so much of this game is so reliant on the app. It almost starts to feel like, do I even really need all these components? Could you work it all into a video game?
Right? Yeah.
Right.
I think the vision cards kind of help. I don't know.
Yeah,
For me, that kind of justify because they are limited use, obviously.
Yeah.
I think these are probably not going to get worked into very many mysteries the way that everything else
does get
Right.
used over and over and over again
But
for a
it's
different
not.
story.
They're nice little like signposts too, because you're like, I don't know what
Yeah.
any of this. But then when you get to the point where you're like, where it was like, oh, when we got to the point where like the sergeant came at her,
with the
and I was
cudgel,
like,
oh,
he's the murderer.
yeah.
I saw that in my dream.
Right. Yeah. Or where Paul was like, oh, the wine bottle, he's at the tavern now.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
And we're
Because
like,
he got he
Yeah.
got beaten up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It was fun.
From an aesthetic perspective, in terms like comparing this to the original Chronicles of Crime, I like the fact that they they unlocked locations from the main board, because the original Chronicles of Crime, they have like docks for you to put these here, and I feel like this gives you a lot more freedom with where to put things. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously you can do that in the original, but that allowed them to condense down the size of this board, which I think helps, because you can figure out a configuration that
Yeah.
works for your table a little better. They did away with the informants being like, assign every play, like divvy up the informants between
Oh,
different
yeah.
players, and what, like, that always felt like a dumb little thing
Yeah.
to do anyway, so I'm glad they did away with that. The board is not as sturdy as the original one, but
It doesn't really
Who
Yeah,
cares?
Who cares? Who
Yeah.
cares?
who really cares?
Yeah, the board doesn't
It's
matter.
so-
Yeah. It's just a placemat for you to put all of your cards on, basically. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I love Chronicles of Crime. I love the whole. I want to play through the whole Chronicles of
And it
Time
does-
series.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, it's like there's like DLC that you can buy. Of
Yeah.
Like so like once you go through all of the ones that come with it, like you can then download new missions and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
there's
so there's a lot.
there's a whole section for extra scenarios, which is stuff that you can download for extra mysteries once you've done the ones that come included with the game. I don't know if there are any specific to Chronicles of Time or not. Surely there would be, but I don't know. And there's
assume so.
and there's also the user made stuff that
Yeah.
you can get
Yeah,
too,
that's
which is
a
pretty
really good
cool.
thing,
yeah.
yeah.
Adds a lot of replay value. Build your own mysteries
Yeah,
with
that's-
these components, and then go download stuff that other people have done.
Interesting. Do you ever run into people
I-
that didn't think through their mystery?
Well, I haven't done it. I don't know,
Oh, okay.
but because I've barely played. Like, I've played through all of the base game's core content. I haven't played through all of the DLC for it,
Oh, okay.
and I haven't played through practically any of the Chronicles of Time stuff. So there's still a lot for me to explore before
Yeah.
I get into that.
Yeah.
But I love this series. I think it's great. I think it's a really cool example of what board gaming can be when you work in a little bit of technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dustin didn't go.
Yeah. Dustin, do you
Oh,
have any
yeah.
thoughts to
Oh,
add?
and we're out of time. That's
Oh, sorry, guys. No, but I really like it. I like the other one. I liked how streamlined this one is. I like the new mechanics. Obviously, the Dixit style story was cool too. And I just love the framework they've got here. As we were saying, the custom content, like being able to build a game system that revolves around this and is so like mix and match that you can, but it still feels very thematic. Like for each of the things, like we ran across some of the same people as from the tutorial to
Yeah.
the other mission, but
but
you
they're
know,
playing different characters.
exactly,
And who cares? Yeah.
exactly. So I mean, I like it a lot.
Yeah. The one complaint I have about this system, we ran into it a little bit mostly with the tutorial, is that sometimes you run into damn it, what thing do I need to scan to ask you the question I'm trying to ask
And
you?
I think I remember. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like we had that problem in last
Yes,
time we played it.
we did.
Specifically in the tutorial, and I think that's a problem with the tutorial because
Yeah.
it's written like any tutorial to show you every mechanic that the game
Right,
offers.
yeah.
So you.
But I think this game, at least to my memory, compared to all the mysteries I've done in the base game, does a better job of like, oh, hey, you scanned that thing? We need you to scan this thing.
That's
Which was a handy upgrade
Yeah.
over...
Yeah, last time it'd be like, Silverware? Nothing like that. Shut up. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Tools? Oh, why didn't you say that?
Yeah, the fork. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it helps that they at least added that in. I feel like they could go a step further and just be like, "Oh, you scanned this? Cool. You're asking a question about that thing. Here's all the information about it. Now add it to your board. Don't even bother scanning it."
Right.
Well, I think that I understand that, but I also think that would be a problem because if you scanned one thing and it was like, "Oh, you actually meant this," and then add it to your board. What if you accidentally add the first thing to your board and then you go to ask the person? It's like,
right, yeah.
Like, what about the box? And
Yeah.
like, what box?
That's a fair point.
And like, shit.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a fair point.
and
This solution is idiot proof.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's also difficult too because if they do kind of tell you like keep leading you on the track. I mean,
You don't want them to hold your hand too much.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
even had a moment where we were looking around and then we were like, oh, like clothing. Oh yeah, of course.
The headscarf.
The
We
headscarf
totally
that we
saw
saw
that.
on the thing. Like it was like, which is a nice accident that can happen. But if that happened too much, like,
Right,
But
I
also-
think that it would get.
The headscarf didn't really matter because it just led us to
Yeah,
a woman we
it
already
ended
had.
up not helping because
It
it
was
just
just-
took us to,
it was one of the-
somewhere we'd already been.
It was one of those because there are clues that like it will like more than one clue that'll lead you to the same person sometimes.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. Which is a really cool game design element that they do, that the main developers do with these mysteries, is that they can give you multiple paths to get to the same answer.
I'd like to see the flow chart of like their storyboard of how they have all the
Right.
connections and
And
Yeah.
sometimes
paths.
even how it's like fun for them to lead us down to a dead end that goes
Right.
absolutely
That-
nowhere.
yeah,
and
that
it's
leads
like,
you to
oh,
nothing.
okay, well,
Yeah.
but
Great.
still
We
fun.
just wasted a half an hour coming out.
Well, we
to the
could have
cemetery
asked
for no
we could have
reason.
asked the Lord about the book and gotten our asses kicked and lost
Right,
it, but then
yeah.
still been able to go and solve the crime.
Yeah.
Like, that might
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have done that.
He might not have taken it from us because when we
It gave us the question that
Yeah.
it asked us, who do you think should get the book at the end? So
I just think it would have been so funny if it was like the Lord asked the sergeant to beat you to death, and now
Right.
you can no longer
well
go
in
home.
the Alice in Wonderland one we were like, let's investigate this room, and it's like, you're high now.
yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
that's
Yeah.
funny.
That did happen. God, that was a good case.
Do they
It
do
was
they
so
ever
good.
have any of the Time Chronicles games ever killed you? Like, have you ever died in them? Have you ever?
Yeah, I don't
been
think
knocked-
you can die.
No, the Alice in Wonderland we were poisoned and we found the cure, but we
That's
needed
right.
yeah.
but we
We
were
were
slowly
on a clock.
dying.
That's
We
right.
were slowly
We
dying
were on a clock.
because we got
We
poisoned.
probably could have died in
Yeah.
that one.
Yep.
I wonder, would the game just end, or would they reincarnate you
I
as
don't know.
your
Yeah.
uncle the monk to finish?
Yeah, who
to
knows?
finish out and
I know that there are cases where like there was that event that happened in this one where there was a fight that broke out at the apartment and
Right.
we had to go check it out. There are definitely instances in other cases where it's like a bomb blew up back at this, in present day London scenario.
Oh, not Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like a bomb blew up over at that apartment and your informant there is now dead. You can't ask them any more questions.
Oh shit! Okay.
Like, there's stuff that can happen if you don't do certain things. And maybe it's stuff that is bound to happen no matter what, but it feels, when you're playing it, it feels like, oh, we messed up.
like you
We could
triggered
have
it.
saved that person
Yeah.
if we had just taken them with us or something.
I like
yeah.
that though. I think that's cool.
Yeah,
I think that's a cool element.
yeah. So, Chronicles of Crime, the Millennium series, specifically Chronicles of Crime 1400. You can pick this up from Lucky Duck Games. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring Tabletop After Dark this month. And we look forward to playing My Shelfie when it gets here. And that's going to do it. Bye-bye! Hey, thanks for hanging out. If you want to spend more time with us, do us a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, head on over to twitch.tv/BNB Tabletop and give us a follow there. We play board games live every Sunday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Time on a show we call The Board and Barrel. And we like to keep things interactive. You guys can influence what happens throughout the course of a game with our Buff and Nerf house rules. You can also make predictions on how things are going to pan out, play virtual bingo for a chance to win a free board game of your own, and heckle us and stuff from the chat. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you Sunday night.